Hello, everybody. This is Vanessa Hunter, and I'm joined today by Wendy McGee, our brand ambassador. You'll notice she looks nothing like Joe Kennemore.
I'm not Joe today. Look, nope, I'm not
No,
Joe.
Joe.
No, Joe.
No,
No,
Joe. Listen, welcome to our Lunch and Learn today. We're excited to have you here. We're going to be talking about why it worked. And last week we talked about success stories, and we're going to dig into those success stories a little bit. We shared a lot of different case studies with you last week. Today we're going to kind of pick them apart and show you what those people did in their direct mail pieces that actually made it work, that made people respond to them, that elicited the great response rate that they got from those different mailings that they did. So we're excited to dig into that. Right now, I'd love to know, what are you having for lunch?
I haven't had lunch yet. I was thinking that right as you were getting on. I'm like, shoot, I haven't had lunch. So people are going to have to be telling us because
Yes.
I don't have my daughter did not make homemade chicken noodle soup for me today, even though she should have. Today I could have used it. No.
So anyone who's out there watching right now, what are you having for lunch? This is a lunch and learn. So we'd love to know what you're having for lunch while we do the talking here. But if you can just put that in the comments, we would love to see what you guys are eating for lunch today. Yeah, I haven't had lunch either, Wendy. So
what are you going to have for lunch, Vanessa? Maybe we should plan what we are going to have for lunch because we haven't had it yet. So what are you going to have?
I have no idea.
Now,
please remember, I've been out of town for a few days, so I have no idea what's in that refrigerator.
We had it here. You know what, though? We had a great lunch together yesterday and the day before. So I got to have lunch with Vanessa. How lucky am I?
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And I had sushi for dinner last night. So somebody said they could live on sushi. That is the truth.
Always have sushi.
Yeah, I had that. Oh, Marie's having an Italian. I'm telling you what, Marie has the best lunches. She's having an Italian wrap with sweet potato fries, which happen to be my favorite, Marie. I haven't had those in a long time. So excited about that. Terry's having an avo egg salad on my garden tomato. Nice. And
new recipe.
Then Yvonne's having grilled chicken and guacamole. Listen, you guys, now you're making me really hungry. All right, let's dig into this, Wendy. Let's go. I'm excited, you guys. Enjoy your lunch while we talk to you about why it worked. So again, to recap, we talked last week. We shared success stories. We shared case studies with you. Now we're going to tell you what those people did that set them apart from other mail that comes through the door. So let us switch over here and share our screen. There we go. Why it worked.
I'm excited about this too, Vanessa, because I think this is the thing that people want to know. Really, you're like, oh, you did that? Okay, what was your result and how come it worked? Tell me why it worked.
What exactly did you do? Yep. So the very first thing is, and we recommend this to everybody, personalize things with the first name on the front of your piece of mail, on the front of your postcard, on the front of your card, on the envelope, and wherever you can, personalize it with the first name. That in and of itself elicits a higher response rate than if you just say current resident, or if you don't have any salutation at all. If you're just like, hey, check it out.
Not even hey, sometimes when you open your packet, it's to current resident, and you're like, I would like this and look at it, but I'm already offended because current resident, right? It's not personal at all. I agree so much. Yes, name is so important.
Personalize it, and what you see on there right now, you see first name. That is our variable data merge field, use of our merge field, which means it is going to pull the first name from your contacts or from your mailing list, whatever you use in your contacts in Mailbox Power within the system. So that you want to create within the system and put that on the front of your card, and then it will be able to read that as something that it needs to pull from your contacts. So it's a really great way to send out a mass mailer. You're not sitting there typing in first names on anything. You're literally using that merge field, and you're able to personalize every single piece of mail that goes out, thousands upon thousands and thousands. And we send thousands of postcards every single day from Mailbox Power, and people using that first name have the best response. You also see it on this particular card on the back of the card as well. They're using that first name merge field as well as a QR code. And the cool thing about a QR code is it can literally direct people wherever, but it's kind of a very subtle call to action, because I don't know about you, Wendy, but I cannot resist scanning a QR code.
I'm helpless against QR codes. I just am. Like the minute I see one, I'm like, oh, I must scan and see. And I think that's a cool way too, because it's a curiosity thing. You pique their interest with their name, the pictures that you already know that they're possibly interested in what you're sharing. And then, hey, check it out. And I love how in this one, Tiffany puts the little arrow and she's like, hey, Vanessa. And then you got to check this out. So that's super creative. I love that.
The other thing I didn't really emphasize on here, but she scanned in her actual signature. She's using that in the system. If you scan it in as a transparent PNG, meaning it has a transparent background, you can put that on anything. So you can scan in your real signature, which is just a nice personal touch. So that elicited, that was the postcard that got $36,000 in sales. Do you think it worked? Yeah, it definitely worked. Here's another one. This is the one that she sends out for people that just join her team. And that is, again, using the first name on the front of the card. It's also on the envelope because this is one of our gigograms. So this is one of our large cards, the big ones like this.
The big mama.
The big mama card. And she's using the first name on there. Again, on the envelope as well. Nobody's passing that up. When that comes in the mail, they're not passing that up. They're going to open that. And the coolest part about this is the use of QR codes on the inside to give people more product information. And now that in and of itself is going to drive sales. When people can get educated on the product, when people know where to find that information, you're not leaving anything to chance. That again is another subtle call to action. You want to scan all those different QR codes and go, hey, where do they go? What is that? What's going on? So
well, if I'm a team member and I receive that from, my upline or whoever has sent that to me in, the leadership above us, I am impressed with the fact that they put so much effort into creating that document that's going to help me in my business. Because I don't know about you, Vanessa, but I look at that and, I've created things like that over the years, and I like to put that work in because I know that it is a duplicatable thing that once I do it, now that tool is going to work for me. But I do love the colorful QR codes in that and just how she's laid it out so nice. And I love the envelope that comes with the big, hello, Vanessa.
Hello. Yeah, it's really cool. Here's another one. This is the Handyman success story that we shared. This again, personalized with the first name on the front of the card. They detailed the problems they solved, right? They didn't say, these words that they used actually matter to the consumer. If I'm looking for someone to paint my home, if I'm looking for stucco repair or carpentry or appliance installation or whatever that may be, I know I can handle it. I can call these guys and they can handle it. Most of the time, especially with a handyman or something that is loosely defined by the nature of what it is, you always say, okay, you're a handyman, but can you do, like, it would never occur to me that a handyman could do stucco repair. I don't know why. It just wouldn't occur to me. So the fact that they put that bullet point on there is, again, going to get more responses because you're telling people exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to solve their problems.
Well, and I think you're triggering, like you said, like they may not have even thought about painting their house, but you might be sending this to someone who's been in their home for over 15 years. And they're like, wow, I really would like to paint my house. I need to paint my house. Or maybe they've been having some plumbing problems or something else that you have mentioned there that they go, wow, and I'm sorry, but I give E for effort. When I get something that someone has put extra effort into, my name's on it. I see this business owner, this handyman, as a hustler. He's out there working his business. He's looking for people like me to support his business. I am much more inclined to do that, especially after looking at a direct sales piece like this.
Right. And I also want to mention the 10% off with this postcard. What a great little sales tool that is, right? People are
Yes.
going to hang on to that because you're offering a discount. Even if they don't use it right this minute because it doesn't have an expiration date, they're going to hang on to that postcard, which means you'll be top of mind when they need somebody, when they need a handyman. The other thing is they used a QR code to direct people. And this particular one goes to a video introduction of this handyman team. So it's an introduction to the guys that are actually going to be doing the work. So that, again, use of a QR code, the fact that most people can't go past one without scanning it, and the fact that they are now introducing themselves. So you get a sort of familiarity with
Personal.
people. Yes,
Yeah.
it becomes more personal.
You
Yes.
get to hear their story, and then you're like, oh wow, this is a local, maybe it's a local family business,
Yeah.
or they live just up the street from you, or
Yeah.
like I said, again, people want to support other people, and I think hearing their story is really a cool touch. That's awesome.
Yes, it's a really cool touch. And the other thing they put on here, again, I didn't really emphasize it, but it's veteran owned and operated. People want to support our vets. So definitely that
Oh,
is a perk. Anything that you can do that sets you apart, whether it's a special talent or certification or degree or whatever it may be, anything you can do that sets you apart and makes people connect with you on another level, that is going to be effective as well.
yes, I agree. I agree. Love
Here's
it.
the landscaping contractor success story that we shared last week. Again, this is personalized with the first name on the front. I loved that they detailed the problems they solved on the card, but they also showed a picture. Like I looked at this, I was like, oh, what a lovely pathway. What lovely landscaping, right?
Yes, yes, for sure. And that the visual part of it, I do think you can get like what pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? So if that beautiful picture is on the front, then they flip it over and here's the list of what you do. That's also very classy. They haven't overburdened the card with too much. I think that I agree with you. I would look at that and go, they do a nice job. I'm interested, in if I was looking for landscaper. So
Right.
that's really nice.
Yeah, I love that. Also, they have a special offer of a free estimate, so they were sure to put that on there. But here's another little touch. I want you to pay attention to this. Free estimate, call or text. Okay, for a lot of people, they're afraid to pick up the phone.
But they
Even
just don't want to pick up the phone.
even to hire someone to do a job for them. So if you give them the option to text you, it's less intimidating to people because they don't have to be right there ready with all the answers that you're going to ask, the answers to the questions you're going to ask. So offering them the option to text you, I think was a great move there, a great move. And I think that takes away one of the barriers for shy people who may
Yes.
not want to put it out there and pick up the phone and call somebody.
Or busy people. Like, what if
Yes.
working from home, like some of
Yeah.
us do, and you
Yeah.
just don't really have time to get on the phone, wait for somebody. I will tell you a perfect example of this. I just scheduled carpet cleaners. I had his number in my phone. I just texted him again and said, hey, so and so, I want to schedule again. In 2 minutes, I was scheduled. It was so easy. So
Perfect.
I totally echo that. I mean, there are a lot of us that just don't even want to answer our phone. We just would rather text, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
true.
really good.
Or I mean, let's be honest, we multitask, right?
Mhm.
I can text someone like right now, like, can I get an estimate? But whereas I can't call while I'm actually doing a Zoom or
You
on.
guys, Vanessa's booking a landscaper while doing the lunch and learn. She is very multi-talented. She's
I'm
over
not
there.
going to say it hasn't happened before.
Thursday. Hey, by the way, did you know? Yeah.
Anyway, here's the excavator success story. Okay, let's dig into this one a minute because this is the whole hog story. You all have heard the success story. And by the way, if you missed that where we shared success stories last week, please go after this. Stick around with us now, but please go on over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/mailbox power, and check out our success stories from last week. where we shared all the numbers and what actually happened with these people. But now we're digging into like why it worked, right? You've heard the case study of what happened, but here's why it works. Again, another example of using the personalization on the front of the card, using the merge fields to make it super simple for people. But what they did was create a personalized custom box. And by the way, I've seen this box used for this purpose where somebody puts the first name and stop digging holes and then they have a gift inside the box. But I've also seen it where somebody will write a note on the front of on the top of the box. So that box lid you could use for a special message. You could put your logo on there. You can put whatever you want graphically. That is just space on the top of that box for you to use, just like you would a greeting card or anything else. So kind of get creative with that, because you can use those merge fields on the top of that box. You can use graphics on the top of the box. You can be as creative as you want to be. Even putting a message like, hey, or psst, guess what's inside? That kind of thing, to kind of create a little excitement for the unboxing of whatever you're sending them. And
the
then
box is so cute.
so
It's
cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
And to get something like this, Vanessa, from someone that I didn't know, that has brownies in it, a card, and the little iPhone holder, I would be like, wow, that's pretty awesome. And it's such a cute, we're ready when you are. Hey,
It really is. It's a great way to have a huge impact on people. Now, they did not even send this out to a ton of people. They sent it out to 20 of their most desirable clients, and it resulted in a lot of sales for them. But listen, they created these personalized gourmet brownies with the person's first name, again, using the merge field. They're not going in and typing people's names on the brownies. They're using the merge field. It makes it super simple for them. And they also sent them what Wendy was just talking about, the laser engraved phone holder. It's cool. I've got one. I have it on my desk all the time. It's laser engraved with my name on it. You can put the person's name. You can put call me. You can put anything on there.
Anything. You can just put your phone number right there and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Call me anytime,
you can put the phone number. So there's so many different things. I mean, they may not use, I would make it about them rather than about you.
Probably that's a better idea. Yeah.
But having said that, you can get as creative as you want to with this. And this obviously had huge impact. So sending something handy to someone. Now, every time I look at the phone holder, I'm going to think of the person that sent this to me, just like everything else that I have on my desk. If somebody sent it to me, if somebody bought it for me, that has a special meaning. And that every time I look at it, I'm not thinking, I don't go deep into thought about it, but I definitely think, oh, that's the cool thing Wendy sent me, that kind of thing. So
you don't go deep into thought over the things I sent you, Vanessa. I'm offended. No, I'm just kidding. But truthfully, like, if you needed an excavator, how would you find an excavator? Like, if you think through the thought process of an excavator, do I know anybody who's an excavator? No. Do I have anybody that has referred an excavator to me? No. Can I Google an excavator? Possibly. But if I've received something from an excavator and I'm definitely going to go with that excavator, right?
For sure, because they went the extra mile in sending things that are actually meaningful to me, right? Making me feel good and taking that relationship from transactional to personal. Yes. So here's the thing. We want you to create your own success story. And we have an incredible document, a PDF called Direct Mail Best Practices. It is not a short document. It's a rather lengthy document. It's a rather lengthy document, but here's what it does. It will take you step by step through some of these things that we've talked about today, including using the merge fields, including setting up automations so that you can save time and focus on building your business rather than creating mailers for people. If you do it through automations, it's going to save you a ton of time. It's going to talk about buying the right mailing list. If you've thought about buying a mailing list because you need to generate more customers, more clients, more eyeballs on your business, then you need to do that by purchasing the correct mailing list. And this document will take you through that and talk about how to get your ideal client. Lumpy mail. This is so fun. Lumpy mail. I know you all may have received something like this. People are taught in marketing, if you put something in the mail with your advertisement, whatever that may be, it will get opened because people feel that. And I catch myself doing it all the time, Wendy, where there's an envelope and I run my fingers down it to see if there's anything in it, like, oh, a credit card or
yes, I was thinking credit card was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, is this my new credit card? I need to know.
Or a gift card or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the whole training was to put something in there. And you've seen realtors are really good at it because they get a lot of training on it. They'll put like their magnet in there, or they'll put a pen in there, or they'll put a chip clip or a jar opener or something like that. So that you actually open the piece of mail. And then 9 times out of 10, whatever that is has their information on it, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to address that. And we address that in the document. Resist the urge to make it about you. Resist the urge to make it about you. If you're going to send a pen, send it personalized with their name. I guarantee you they'll hang on to it a whole lot longer.
Agreed. No, and we have so many amazing gifts that can be customized. Even just small things like you just said, like a pen, like the iPhone holder, like, having their name. I think that's a huge point, Vanessa, because I think in marketing, you focus so much on, I'm trying to get my business in front of a customer. I'm trying to get them to look at what I do, when really they're going to look at what you do, but they're going to feel that like actual relationship connection. You did something for them. And you're right. I'm going to keep that pen a lot longer if it has my name engraved on it than if it has, Joe's landscaping and digging.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And so think about that. Try to put the attention on your recipient rather than on you. It's fine to have your logo on a document or something, or a card, or it's fine to talk about your business. It's fine to have your logos on things and that type of thing. But if you're sending a gift, make it about the recipient. We really, really strongly encourage that. The next thing you're going to learn about in this document is saying thank you in this thank you economy, how to do that, the effective ways of thanking people. Never forget another birthday ever again. And I will say with pride that Mailbox Power is crushing the birthday game.
Yes.
Crushing the birthday game.
Yes.
And here's why. We've got so many things going on, but we allow you to set up a birthday club and send people a link that will enroll them automatically in your birthday club, which sends them a birthday card and even a half birthday card if you set that up. And you don't have to try to remember these things. And it's far more important for them to get this card in the mail or this half birthday card in the mail than it is to get a comment on Facebook, for example. So so you've shifted things from a social thing where everyone just comment, happy birthday, whatever.
You don't even know them. Yes.
You've taken it to a whole new level when you send them an actual birthday card.
And we talk about this all the time, Vanessa, that might be one of just a couple birthday cards they even get. So you really want to stand out on someone's birthday when they're walking back from their mailbox and they only have 2 birthday cards and one is from you. That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. And here's the cool thing about that. To your point, Wendy, it might be one of the few cards that they get, but it's a tangible reminder because I do believe that social media has made us lazy in our relationships. It
Agree.
has made us lazy. We like things, we comment, well, I sent you a message on Facebook. I wished you a happy birthday on Facebook. That's not enough, guys. Let's get into really building these relationships. Let's get into really making personal connections with people. And I guarantee you that that card will have a much, much greater impact than anything else you do.
Can I share a really fast example of something that my daughter wants to do with her esthetician business with
Yeah.
Mailbox Power?
Yes.
She wants to start the birthday club card user group. She's just getting started with Mailbox Power. She's an esthetician, but she wants to send a little card inside to anyone who, it's their birthday for a free service. So it's your birthday, Vanessa. Yeah. You're going to come in. If you come in for a facial, I'm going to do a free, I don't know, derma, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, some kind of free service that's a gift to you that also incentivizes them to, oh my gosh, I need to go back to Kaylee.
Yes.
I should go. And she also thought of me, and she's going to do a free service for me for my birthday. So I thought that was such a great addition to the birthday club. So
I love that. And I would also encourage people, when you do a birthday club, if you're sending out a card, there's so many fun things that you can do, again, with that QR code that everyone knows how to use now. But you could sing happy birthday to people. In Kaylee's case, she could actually do a video of somebody getting whatever service that is so that they know what to expect. Or a video of the spa or wherever they'll be getting this service.
So that show that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Like
so
it is such a fun business, isn't it, Vanessa? Like
such a fun business.
Company. And I mean, spending the last couple of days with you, hearing all the ideas and all the different ways that people can customize and personalize what they send to really build relationships is so cool. I just love it.
It's really cool. And listen, so we make that whole birthday club thing super easy for you. You create a group within your contacts and you link it to an automation, and then you send people the link to the group. And that's how you get people's birthdays, and they fill it out because you go in there and you can personalize the link and say, hey, Wendy, it's Vanessa. I'd love to add you to my birthday club. Would you mind filling out your contact information so I can celebrate you?
Love it. Of course I'm going to
say no. No, please don't celebrate me, Wendy.
Hey, no, I don't like celebrating my birthday and delete. No, no one's going to do that. Everyone's going to do it. Yeah.
So seriously, I mean, it's just as simple as that. If I had a store, I would print out the QR code to my birthday club. I would print it out on a QR code. You can use a number of different services to create free QR codes, but one of them is Canva. I'm not sure if they do the free version, but anyway, there are tons and tons of services that create free QR codes. I would print that out. If I had a brick and mortar store, I would have that plastered by my register, my iPad, wherever I check people out.
Your front door.
I would have it right there. Join our birthday club and have them. If I was a restaurant owner, I would have it right there. I would have it on where you give people the bill, scan the code and join our birthday club. I mean, seriously, I would make sure that I had that all over the place so that people join my birthday club, because once you've got them in the birthday club, you can literally, I mean, you're celebrating their birthdays for one, but you now have their contact information.
Yep, you do. And then you can continue to follow up, send out specials, especially like you said, if you're a store, now you're having a sale, here's a new product. I mean, and having them physically standing there in front of you and saying, hey, you should join our birthday card. Of course they're going to do that. Of course they're going to do that. Great idea.
So listen, this document, this direct mail best practices that is, I don't know how many pages long. Joe Kennemore put this together, and it's a fantastic document. So you can get that by joining the post and going into
join the post.
The post, that's our social app. So the post is our community, and I'm going to just put a banner across here so you know what to search if you're not scanning QR codes and you want to join. It's called the Post Community. And Wendy, you head that up. You are the cheerleader, head cheerleader for the post community. Can you talk a little bit about what goes on in there?
I can. So I love that we have our own, literally our own app for all users of Mailbox Power, and people that are just even interested in Mailbox Power can come over there and join our community. We it's great because there are no distractions like you have on Facebook or Instagram. Nobody's marketing to you. You can just come over there. We have several different groups that you can participate in, from our user group to our affiliate group. We have a special group for real estate agents, direct sellers, insurance agents, and everyone in the post is sharing information. I woke up this morning to like 10 new posts in the post that were all just, hey, here's a project that I did. Here's something that really worked in a campaign or automation that I just shared. Hey, good morning, and here's some great business advice. So the post for us is our own platform. We have almost 800 users over there, and we've only had it for just a couple, well, almost 3 months, I guess, three and a half months. And I just love it. But it also is where all of our documents, like Vanessa is talking about, everything lives over there. Our calls that we do, all of that information has this central location. If you want to share with others more about Mailbox Power, all the documents are there. It's just a fantastic place. So if you haven't joined the post, go to the QR code she's got there on the screen, or go to the App Store and search the post community and come over there, and then you'll hear from me all the time. I apologize, but it's a fun place to be. So
it's a great place to be. Do not apologize, Wendy. You do a great job with that community. And it's a great place to be, to bounce ideas off other people, to just network with other like-minded individuals. So anyway, direct mail best practices in the post. It's in the Learning Center under documents and PDFs. So I've got that scrolling across the screen for you right now. If you're already a member of the post, just navigate over there to the Learning Center and then click on documents and PDFs, and you'll see direct mail best practices, and you can download that there. And I think that's it, Wendy. Oh, let's talk about next week, because we've got a fun thing coming up next week. Let me go over here. Why your backside matters.
How come I don't get to do that one? No, actually, Joe should do that one, because he'll be funnier with that.
Why your backside matters. If you're curious about that, join us next week right here. Same time, same place. It will be here next week to talk about why your backside matters. If you missed this, again, if you missed any of this Lunch and Learn, or you'd like to catch any of our other Lunch and Learns, please head over to youtube.com/mailbox power. Click on Lunch and Learns, and you'll be able to watch whatever you would like. And Wendy, I just want to thank you so much for jumping in here and joining me today.
You
it
bet.
has been a pleasure. We always have such a good time talking about all these things. And to your point, you said this earlier, Mailbox Power is so much fun.
So much fun. So much fun. Go in there, find new things to send, make creative ideas. There's so many templates, so much creativity in the design catalog and in the personalized gift area and just everywhere. It's just so much fun. So
yeah. So again, thank you all for joining us this week. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care.
Bye-bye.